Welcome to Gaushi Frended 1001 people. I'm not sure if that's my title now. Welcome to Frended, where Gaushi meets 1001 people. Today we have Kahj. In 3 words, what would you describe yourself as?
Optimistic, helpful, and kind.
Now, what would your friends describe you in 3 words?
None of those. Funny, rude, and caring.
Does the audience agree?
Yeah.
Wait, for which one?
Rude.
Today, we're going to start off this YouTube session with a game of mine. The audience is going to ask us a set of trivia questions. Whoever picks it up gets to answer it first. If you get it right, you'll get a point to yourself. So, if you don't, you have to pass it on to the other person and they'll give a guess.
What was banned in Indonesia for stimulating passion?
TikTok. Walkers.
Blaze.
What's it?
You've had your phone on. Damn! Doritos.
Pringles. Hula hoop.
That's right. Kahj got it right. Well done.
Like, do you drink? Do you have a shot as a forfeit?
Oh, no. We don't drink over here.
Oh,
We don't drink over here.
What is the closest planet to the sun?
I've got the, it
Yeah,
works
okay,
by.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right.
2,000 years later.
I had to think about that one.
Mercury.
Right.
Why did it take you so
I
long?
paid attention in science lessons. At least it was useful somewhere.
What does BMW stand for?
Is it Brahman Motor?
We'll just give you the middle word to say that has motor.
Oh,
really?
thank you.
'Cause I actually said
We figured that out. I'm going to use the phone a friend option.
Oh, how can you use the option?
Oh, hell no!
I'm telling you, it doesn't matter.
Kahj, do you have any friends who know the answer?
Everyone's got access to Google.
Please pick up, you useless person.
Yeah, now it's Kaj's turn.
Okay, fine. You have hope they don't pick up.
Yo.
Unfortunate circumstance.
Yo. What does BMW stand for?
Give me one minute.
Bro. No, like.
Shall I reveal it?
Go on, then.
Bavarian motorwork.
Thanks for nothing.
You're welcome, bro. Anytime.
How many hearts does an octopus have?
Oh, yeah. 8.
3.
How many eyes does a bee have?
10.
What were you seeing? 4.
Close.
It's close, so 6. So 5.
Oh! 5.
This can be like worth 10 points.
What type of music has been shown to help plants grow better and faster?
Oh, I know this one.
Hip hop.
Classical.
Come on, point
So
to
10
Kashi.
points to me, thank you guys on this. A little bit of background, how did I meet you? I think we met at one of our mutual friends' birthday party. Our princess,
Yeah, we did.
our queen bee. From there, I was like, oh, do you want to do a video with me? And you
And then
volunteered with full heart.
This is like the second time we've met.
Tell me a little bit about your family.
I live with my mum and dad and my younger sister.
You left out your pet.
Yeah, my fat
What's your
cat.
cat's name?
Obama.
Oh, can I see a picture of her?
That's just like the most
But I was like picturing Garfield in my head.
eating good out here. You in the audience picking your nose. I'm so sorry. You're just talking about your life history.
I actually have a family of 5, including me. So I've got 2 brothers and obviously mom and dad. They mean everything to me, even though I don't really say it to them often. I guess everyone's grateful for their family, right? Who isn't grateful for their family? Audience is shaking their head like, I'm a celeb, get me out of there. I think a lot of Tamil girls, they have restricted upbringing. They have like lots of no's. I mean, we have our discussions here and there. Discussions or arguments. Or sometimes the audience might say otherwise.
Should I have any pets?
Yeah, I've got 2 pets.
Are they in the audience?
Oh, they're my adopted siblings. 2 pets, my brothers. I get the traditional, we've got 3 pets already at home.
Yeah.
We don't need another 4th one. What do you do for a living?
I'm a semi-pro footballer.
Jeez!
Oh wait, I haven't told you. I signed this season semi-pro.
Don't worry, I probably need to take it. Don't know, and I can sell it on eBay and make money later on.
So I work part-time as well, helping out the NHS.
Clap again for
You
that.
welcome.
You gotta stand up for this. Where's my standing ovation?
Oh, sorry! Don't worry, you guys get
Let's stop
discounts
right now.
anyway. Is it quite busy in hospitals?
To be honest, I didn't really deal with COVID patients. So patients that really needed operation, or cancer patients, or really urgent elective cases.
How was the waiting list affected because of COVID?
A lot of backlog. So we've got, I think it was like 5 million or something like that. It's a crazy number. Day by day, just cut down. And now that COVID's eased off, we can go into like full mode. But the issue is that obviously people have been burnt out.
Is there a lot of stress on mental health?
I'm being honest, not to be political, but I don't think it's been managed that well, which is what's causing so many people to change careers.
How do you think you can change NHS to improve this problem?
Fundamentally, it's quite difficult because we've just come back from pandemic, so things will be hard. But I think as time goes on, it'll pick up, and then you can't expect it to be so smooth sailing.
So what are your hobbies?
But yeah, hobbies. I'm a really athletic person, so I play squash, tennis, badminton.
And when do you have like time to do all of this?
Yeah, I work, but then like I only train like twice a week, and then I have matches on the weekend.
Okay.
So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I have times to sort of just deload. But I might spend most of my time in the gym.
What sort of workouts do you do?
Strength and conditioning, a lot of running, but then also weightlifting as well. So before I went into football, I started off as bodybuilding. So I was a PT at a gym. Finally, I went back to football, and I sort of like lost all my weight.
So what do you have to do to become a PT? And
You had to do NVQ level 2 personal trainer course, which I did.
so we have a fitness instructor in the building, guys.
Yeah.
Gosh, how are your gym
Hey,
sessions?
I went today actually, so that's a good start. I think gym is like quite a commitment, isn't it? Especially with like all the 15,000 things that you have to commit to. How do you make sure that you're quite consistent?
Just organisation.
I'll try that next time. Thanks for that.
Yeah. You
Commit-
need an actual diary, so then like I can plan ahead.
Stop it. Get some help.
So when we set dates to say, oh, let's meet up at this date, and you're like, let me check my diary. Where's your
Yes, you
diary?
always said that.
This girl, for reference, we've been trying to meet up for like the last 2 months, and she's whenever we end up calling to confirm, she's like, let me check my diary, and I'm
No,
thinking this girl's pen and paper, just going through her calendar, like, I'm not free on this day.
I just have a
Lo and
mental diary.
behold, she's gone through her conscious.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's probably better to write it down because they do say that, it helps you plan.
No,
and
it's just not
organise.
efficient the way you do it.
Okay, thank
Which
you.
is why your life is amazing.
Thank you.
But not structured.
Burn! You know what? I'm going to take a criticism on board.
You were saying that, you're a bit all over the place in terms of you're not able to find a routine.
I'm going to change the title of this YouTube and be like, Top Tips with Kahj. I feel like going to get my calendar right now so I can organise my life.
Best pickup line you've ever heard or dished out?
Got a few.
Okay, go on then.
I'll see you on the phone.
Scrolling up some chat.
Okay.
Who's that girl? You can tell us, we're friends now.
When's my birthday?
What star sign do you think he is?
Do I look like those
Yes,
astrologers?
Yeah, you do.
Yes. His characteristics.
I have a feeling, my vibes tell me that you are a January baby. Is that correct?
Nothing.
July?
No.
I've said all the months now.
June.
Yeah.
Yeah. So second.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I've used any
Do girls even use pickup lines?
No, girls just says comeback.
compacts. What? Just burn.
My endorphin secretion has been quite low, and I've heard chocolates are a good stimulus.
Okay.
Excellent.
Did I ask?
No, the context behind that is that.
They're chocolate. Like they look chocolate.
Yeah, I got another one. Girl's name is Maisie. Just like the S between those eyes, I'd love to be between those thighs.
No! God, please, no! No!
Just walk out of
My mum's gonna watch this.
This girl's name's Hannah. So, as you know, the name Hannah is a palindrome. So I was like, which leads me to the question, do you like it forwards or backwards?
They really escalated, didn't they?
Yeah, but
We forgot to ask him like one of the main questions. Are you single?
yeah.
I'm a bit confused. Why do you have to like think about that for a good 10
The
seconds?
thing is, right, the way you phrase that question.
So it's my fault now.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, I'll take the blame.
Okay.
So are you ready to mingle is the next question.
Yeah.
Guys, if anyone is, looking for a semi-professional footballer,
Alright, first cut it, yeah? Yeah, if you're gonna plug me, plug it properly.
say for example, I'm introducing you
Mhm.
to like, your potential other half. How would you want me to describe you to them?
Just say my name, that's it.
Oh, Kahj.
Just
And then
Kahj.
she's just gonna fall for you.
Do you believe in love at first sight? I don't.
You don't. That's
Do
a
you
bit
guys
sad.
believe in love at first sight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe in love at first sight.
Has it happened to you?
Has it happened to me?
Yeah.
Hit where it hurts.
You know, there's a TikTok trend, yeah? When they just pull and then that person disappears. That's me right now. I believe in love quite a lot, so it does
It's
exist.
actually not possible. Do you believe in love at first sight?
I'd like to believe in the idea.
Okay, so it's not true then. Okay.
Audience almost fell down.
Casualty, collateral damage.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
You do. That's the same with, love.
Yeah, but you don't look at someone and go,
I think this is our first argument.
in 15 minutes.
It's just because you haven't experienced it doesn't mean it's not there. The whole reason why I asked you, do you believe in God, is because you do, but you don't physically always see the form of God, right? Likewise with love, like you don't always see it, but it's just there to exist.
Like you can't actually meet someone and be like, I love this
But
person.
don't you think you're saying it and speaking it from your own experience?
No, but
rather
I'm
than-
saying that generically it's superficial.
Right, we're gonna do an Instagram poll after this, yeah? How many of you actually believe in love at first sight? All of you that say yes, you're my friend. All of you that don't, I'll count this
I
one.
actually wanted to ask you
What
something.
cheesy song do you have memorized?
Oh,
Which
And we want to hear it.
I don't listen to music. But if we weren't singing, I'd say Independent.
by Neo. Why do you
What's
like
one
that
that
song so much?
resonates
Because
with
it's
you
just
that you
like
remember?
he's talking about like a woman that I would feel like I would be attracted to.
All the single
Independent
ladies,
woman.
independent woman. That's what Kahj is after, so
shit,
let's
yeah.
give him that independent woman.
And then replay.
Audience supports.
What about you?
I think recently I'm really hooked on to the Tamil song from Bachelor, Adiye. I'm not even doing it justice.
There's gotta be-
W by Coffee.
Oh wait.
Yeah, I know Toast.
Yeah.
Do you know Toast?
Toast is a great
is a
song,
banging
yeah, I
song.
love that song too. We're gonna get into songs and that's another whole 30-40 minutes of what's something weird about you.
She eats with a fork. Every single thing. She refuses to use her hands.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you know what, like,
Wait, the daughter, did she eat it with the fork?
I mean
Yeah.
that,
That is a bit hard.
I mean it's a bit hard, like
But
I do
she would try
struggle,
to.
I would try to if I had an option, but then most of the time I get like violently attacked by the other people around me, like what, you're eating with your fork? And I'm like, okay, for me it's like ease, like I like doing a lot of other things whilst I'm eating as well, like reading stuff or like I'm partly doing work. Like I feel like it's more hygienic eating with a fork.
Everyone's gonna come for you.
What about you? You eat with your fork. See, we're
Yeah.
together. I don't sponsor, sorry.
I don't know what your hands. Well, yeah, I eat
Can
with
we
a
a
fork.
high five at least? Okay, this is weird now. Let's just
Yeah.
stop. We come from a very Tamil ethnic background, so
Yeah.
eating with hands
It's
is
the exact same thing
prioritized.
though.
Yeah.
With you, like I multitask.
What's your favourite childhood memory?
Where I grew up, there's like a massive park called Bunny Park, and it's got like all these animals in it. And it's just like a massive playground, and yeah, I just have like lots of good memories there. But then I also have like a bad memory there. But, I climbed on the monkey bars, and then like you know how like you're gonna swing on them. I jumped on top of it, and then I started walking on top of it, and then I slipped, and I just fell like straight onto my elbow. Cracked my elbow, and then like I was with my grandma and she's not very good at English, so she was just panicking. Yeah,
Especially like our parents, like I feel like they overreact to any small thing. So what happened to your arm after that?
So I came home, I slept, and then when I woke up, there was like 15 people just staring at me.
You were at the hospital at this
No,
point?
no, I
Oh.
was like relatives.
So we asked for the best
I know.
childhood
I
memory. My best childhood memory is Tamils have a puberty ceremony. That was the first time like all my family members like came over to my house, and there was literally like people sleeping everywhere, like from the kitchen, lounge, upstairs, downstairs. Every single room was full. Everyone was like looking for places to sleep, and it was quite fun because like that was the first time I had like family over. I don't really have a lot of family in UK. I have them all over the country, all over the world. I might tear up now, gosh.
How was the actual puberty ceremony?
Oh, that was painful. We don't talk about that. Traumatic.
Can we link some pictures on for the audience?
Yeah, absolutely not.
I've done the same thing where we started with a memory that's happy. They just turn it traumatic. They make you like what eggs? Are you into like astrology? Can we just like out red flags?
What's the coolest place you've travelled to?
Coolest place I've been to is Thailand, hands down.
Where?
So we went to 2 different cities, Koh Samui and Bangkok. A beautiful island. You can literally travel around it within like a day. When we went there, I went with my family, my cousins, and it was super cool because I had no Wi-Fi, and that was the first time I felt like I detached from the electronic world. I was spending so much time on my phone and I don't think I was in the best of my mental state. So going to Koh Samui, spending 3 weeks away from my phone recalibrated myself and I started using the phone less as a result. Are you that entertained by my conversation?
No, my eyes are open.
Your coolest place that you visited?
No, Switzerland.
Switzerland?
I love Switzerland.
I love Switzerland
Yeah,
too.
the Alps are just the best.
What's one place you want to travel to?
The west side of the world.
America. And stuff like
America.
that.
South. I want to go to South America.
Actually, my cousin's in Mexico right now, so she's living her best life, and here I am sitting with you.
Living your best life in your own way.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely.
Cheers to that. Look, I would like to go do South of Asia, but do more countries around that region, so like Cambodia, Vietnam, Malaysia. I haven't been to Malaysia. Your family is from Malaysia, am I right?
Malaysia.
Oh, we forgot to add that.
Oh, yeah, friends.
I know your birthday now, 22nd of June.
So she didn't know my birthday and where I'm from.
That's the whole point of this conversation, so I
Yeah,
get
but
to know you and
that
become
was
your
like-
friend. Unpleasant sounding word. I know my word already. Moist.
I was going to say moist as well.
What's the biggest risk you've taken?
She just had one massive thought in her head and she just doesn't want to say it.
I'm just thinking like, I feel like as a person, I'm such a risk taker. Obviously everyone has a plate and I overload things on there and then it gets too overwhelming at times. And recently I had a talk with one of my co-workers and I was telling him how I need to cut down and make sure I can manage what I've got right now rather than doing too much and getting overwhelmed and then just stopping. So it's just about finding the right balance.
How is that a risk though?
It is a risk. There's like a quote somewhere, I don't know how to phrase it properly, but it's like you should focus on one thing at one time so you can master that fully before you can move on to your next task. You got to enjoy what you're doing, and if you're doing too much, you're putting yourself at risk of not enjoying those things.
That's a unique approach to that question. I have like a different approach. I was thinking when you said risk, is like what's like it was almost life changing. Like for me, it'd be like not going uni.
How did your parents react to you not going to uni?
Initially, they were against it. Like they were kind of supportive because I got a contract from Charlton.
Do you think you'll ever go back to education?
Definitely education.
You still believe that everyone needs a degree? Having accumulated like 66k worth of debt, I don't think is worthwhile because I feel like you can do qualifications to get you up to that sort of platform. I know a lot of other people who've, you know, straight out of A-levels, they've got themselves apprenticeships, they've done like qualifications, and now their earning potential is higher.
I'm telling you from just having A-levels, qualifications are important. Education is just like, it's priceless.
And obviously when you're young, I feel like there's a lack of communication to students about what this money is, how it's going to be paid.
Yeah.
There's a lack of education. Maybe the newest route could be like, get paid whilst you're getting those qualifications.
Yeah.
Once you've started working and you're on a certain level,
Yeah.
then it's very difficult to
It
take
is.
that pay cut and then be like, okay, now I'm going to apply for an apprenticeship. But having said that, in hindsight, university was such a character building experience. I was Hindusop president, I was Tamil Sop treasurer, I was course representative. The social element of it, your first time away from home, especially coming from a very strict background. I wasn't even allowed to go to the science museum. So just having that freedom and to explore who you are as a person and build yourself, I think university gives you that platform.
Very expensive.
Guys, thank you so much for watching Frended. Gaushi meets 1001 people. This is Kahj here today.
Welcome.
Give him a round of applause. And also to our audience in the background who's been a brilliant company, asking the questions, engaging as well. This is Gaushi signing out from Alter Ego Gaushi. Make sure you like, subscribe and comment on my videos.